Loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Paul. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Hey, 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 hey. Let's get some energy. Let's go. Hey, echo.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Naheem Hines. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he'll only get this to the 2-yard line, a near catastrophe. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Half 10.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 29 yards. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go. Down. After 1, it's 9-0.
With the score, Jaguars 9, Bills
0. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another tote for ETN. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Ready, set.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, ETN. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Patterson's kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Allen now on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 39, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Ready, break. Ready.
ETN up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yep. Hey, Haywood!
Here's Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hey, keep stick!
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.